Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the story of Moses. We left off with an incredible miracle, the parting of the Red Sea. The Israelites had escaped Egypt and were finally free. Their journey through the vast, unforgiven desert had begun. Soon, the initial joy wore off and the harsh reality set in. The people became thirsty, but when they found water, it was bitter. They started complaining to Moses. God showed Moses a piece of wood to throw into the water, and miraculously, it became fresh. Then their food ran out, and again, the complaints grew louder. We wish we had died back in Egypt. At least we had food to eat. But God, in His mercy, provided for them again. He sent quail in the evening and a sweet, bread-like substance called manna from heaven every morning. After 3 months of traveling, they arrived at the foot of Mount Sinai. It was here that God would establish His covenant with His chosen people. God called Moses to the top of the mountain, which was covered in a cloud with thunder and lightning. Moses was up there for 40 days and 40 nights, receiving God's laws, including the famous 10 Commandments, inscribed on 2 stone tablets by the very finger of God. But while Moses was communing with God, the people down below grew restless. They went to Moses' brother, Aaron, and said, "Make us a god to lead us." We don't know what happened to this Moses. So, Aaron collected their gold jewelry and fashioned it into a golden calf. They began to worship it, completely forgetting the God who had just rescued them. When Moses came down and saw this, his anger burned. He threw the stone tablets to the ground, shattering them, and destroyed the idol. Despite their disobedience, God was merciful. He repeated the creating of the 10 Commandments. Then He instructed Moses to build a special sanctuary called the Tabernacle, a place where God's presence would dwell among them. The Israelites wandered the desert for 40 years. Near the end of this journey, the people were thirsty again. God told Moses to speak to a rock, and water would come out. In a moment of frustration with the people, He struck the rock twice with His staff instead. Water still gushed out. But Moses had disobeyed God in front of the people. God said He would not be the one to lead the Israelites into the promised land. Finally, an aged Moses climbed Mount Nebo. Their God showed him the promised land, the land His people would inherit. But he himself would not enter. On that mountain that Moses passed away, and God Himself buried him in a secret place. His story of leadership, faith, and obedience continues to inspire millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time!